Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an Ancient RPG Swordcraft Online development update video. My name is Leo and I'm one of the two owners of the Swordcraft Online mod pack and the Ancient RPG server. I'm here today to talk about the revamp, its problems, the progress we've made so far, and to give you some sneak peeks into the whole thing. Please note that everything I say or show to you in this video may be subject to change in the future. The first thing I want to talk to you about today are the problems we're having with the revamp and why it is taking so long to make. So just imagine we're currently trying to build an MMORPG after an anime with a game that is already known to be quite buggy, with a game version that is already quite old and unsupported, with mods of which some haven't been updated in years. Think about that a little while and you will realize that we come about a lot of problems all the time. Very often we do something and realize way too late that everything we have done is completely unusable because of a small bug we can't fix, because the original mod author hasn't been online for years and we have no developer or source code to work with. We're also putting a lot of stress onto the whole game and mod setup. Modded servers aren't really designed, or mod packs in general aren't really designed to hold that many players, and additionally, we have a lot of NPCs, which make it even more of a disaster. The second thing is our staff team is made entirely of volunteers. There's no payment involved. We all have a real life, school, work, whatever. This means we can't dedicate our whole time to this project. We have other things to do in life, which sometimes get in the way of this server. The third and final reason is more of a addition to the second reason, and that is pretty much that we are approaching the whole thing, the whole revamp, in a completely new way. We have never done it as professional, as planned as we do this time, and this means that pretty much everything our builders or designers have to do in a server has to be checked back with the head staff team, has to be pre-written, quests need to be pre-written, designs, mobs, everything has to be pre-written and planned before it can be put into the game. And now to the stuff we have already done and completed so far, or, well, our progress. I'll start with the mod pack because that's my own personal area I work on and I can talk about the most. Basically, the mod pack has made huge progress. There are a lot of improvements stability-wise. The CPU load is reduced by a lot. I have streamlined the whole thing a lot, and there should even be way less exploits. This is all due to me learning a lot from various people like Lem, for example, a friend from another server network, Hex, and all the other developers and guys I work with who taught me a lot about mod packs and modding in general. Now to the concrete changes. I removed lots of mods, I replaced lots of mods, I updated lots of mods, and I added a couple of mods. This means the mod load is reduced by, I think, 20 to 30 mods if I'm not mistaken, and the mods I added are mostly for performance. I also completely reworked all the configs from the ground up, basically deleted all the old ones and generated new ones, and then went through every single one to make sure everything works the way I want. I'm also in contact with a couple of modders now, even more than before, who help me figure out problems and bugs with their mods in my mod pack, who sometimes even make mods or try to implement features that I suggested into their mods so we can use them in our server. There are two features I want to show you right now, and that is our new main menu, which can be seen in the background right now. That one is likely going to be changed even more or improved even more, but I don't know yet. If you have a good suggestion, please tell me. The other new thing is the new SAO UI mod. It is made by the same people who made the old one, just a complete rewrite. It is performing better, but currently in alpha, so it doesn't have that many features, but it looks like it's going to be great when it's done. The current test version is already performing quite good, even though it's technically just an experimental version, so I expect the full release revamp version to be even better performing and even smoother in running. In the background you can now see a bit of gameplay I recorded on our revamp server, which shows a couple of early builds we have so far, and they're just here so you can see with your own eyes how much progress we've made and that everything is going to look different even though we are using the same base map. So the progress on the main story and the world is actually quite good. We're heavily working on foundations right now, so the main story is being written, the early game is being figured out. We are trying to figure out scaling, currency, the core gameplay. The main story is looking good so far. The building has finally begun after a long wait because of server issues, modpack issues, world save file issues, and not having a core gameplay foundation out. It's pretty much was a bit of everything. But we have started building now and it is looking good so far. The world itself has been cleaned a lot thanks to hacks and some other builders, and we're currently trying to start with the early game areas and working towards the end. This time we're focusing a lot more on details and coherence, so we don't want to have bandits next to a big city, next to a little girl crying and asking you to help and bring her flowers. It just doesn't make sense the way it was before, and we're trying to make everything make sense in the revamp. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say about Revamp and its progress so far. If you want to help us, please apply for builder or designer or really any other position on the staff team. We can always use more help. But make sure to be serious about it, since some of those positions are actually quite time consuming. If you want to help but don't want to apply anywhere, you can submit quests, builds, ideas, stories, videos, art and all sorts of other things on our website. We will read through all of them, and if your idea or build is good enough, we might implement it into our server. But most importantly, have patience with us. We are not a big team and we're trying to do our best, but it just takes its time. And if you want something good quality, then it takes its time. That's it. I hope I was able to provide some insight in the inner workings of Ancient RPG and our revamping of the server, and I hope I could explain our situation to you. I also just wanted to show you a bit of the progress we have made so far, so you know something is going on. For more infos and updates, sign up to ancientrpg.net or consider subscribing to this channel. Well, that's it for today. Have a nice day and bye.